Today I'm spending a lot of time editing photos, and the program that I use to edit photos is Lightroom. It's part of Adobe's little, I got a question yesterday. Not true. I've got a couple of questions over the past couple of days asking what editing software I choose to use to edit videos. Final Cut, DaVinci, Premiere. With all that being said, I currently use Premiere Pro, and it's okay. We've thought about switching to Final Cut or DaVinci, but every time we've thought about that, we've always just ended up sticking with Premiere, and there's one reason really for that. And honestly, the answer is kind of lame. The simple answer on why we tried and we ended up going back to Premiere is mostly just because I don't really want to take the time to learn another software. I tried learning Final Cut just because not having to pay the subscription is a very enticing thing, but it took me pretty much all day trying to figure out how to do adjustment layers in Final Cut Pro when I could be editing and doing other things. And to me, when the end result is the same thing, whatever I'm used to is just what I'm gonna stick with, unless it is objectively. Does that make sense, or does that make me sound like an old man? I don't know why, but whenever I know that I have to sit down and edit just a ton of photos and spend I get really stir crazy and my attention just goes way out the window. But if I trick my brain into saying that I'm just gonna edit like 30 photos, then I can do, that way I end up editing the same amount of photos, but it's just it's in bite size. I don't know why that works, because I know that I'm gonna end up editing. It works for me. Like October 27th, and it is 78 degrees outside. What this is they took old buildings and they built new buildings around it, and these are old pilings from the old buildings. It's kind of cool. I don't know if this is technically open. I kind of wandered in and a bunch of construction guys looked at me weird, but it's pretty cool. Alright, I don't know if I'm supposed to be here, so I'm gonna... There were no signs, but there also the entrance wasn't exactly inviting. It's kind of raining and it smells like there's a faint smell of wet dog. I'm on the 4th floor, so I don't know where that would be coming from. I figured I would kind of explain a little bit of why I came to the conclusion that I did with using Premiere versus like wanting to jump ship to Final Cut, because there have been many times where I've wanted to do that. With Premiere's constant updates and Premiere just stop, like randomly Premiere will just stop having features because there needs to be an update. Or a perfect example was for like 6 months I couldn't scroll on the timeline left to right using my trackpad. Only the trackpad. Mouse worked and everything else, but it was just the trackpad for 6 months, and then randomly one day it just started working. It's things like that that makes it very, very enticing to want to switch to another program, but I don't, and it's because, like I said before, I don't want to commit the time to actually learning a new program. If you have ever been proficient in any kind of software or just even like using a camera, you know that you get to a certain place where you don't have to think about how to do things. If I want to do something, then naturally my fingers or I know how to do them, and that's where I am with Premiere. What I found when I was trying to switch to Final Cut Pro or learn how to use it was it would take, like if I wanted to cut a clip, it would take longer to do that than the half second that it is to do it in Premiere. If you time what that time is by like 100, then suddenly a project that should take you like 4 hours to edit will take you like 9 hours to edit or longer. That's why I didn't want to, I haven't switched yet. Also, if you see like sprinkles, it's like slightly sprinkling, it's more like misting. That's what that is on the... If you need half a ladder, right there.